Price. At linebacker, a 5'9", 200-pound senior from Canton, Florida, number 40, Jawan Purifoy. A 5'11", 230-pound junior from Colorado Springs, number 45, Nate Leathead. A 6'1", 230-pound junior from Plantersville, Mississippi, number 13, Diamante Pounds. And a 5'11", 210-pound senior from Houston, Texas, number 42, Darian Primes. We'll get to your defensive backs as the Aggies get set to kick off. The kickoff man, a local guy here from nearby Guyman, Oklahoma. The freshman, a 6', 265-pound, number 96, Javier Medina, and he puts a boot to that one. That's going to be into the end zone. That'll be a touchback, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 25 for the Firestorm. What a name.
Yeah, you see this crowd filing in. They're ready to see. They know this is an important game, and they're absolutely excited to see. They've had a month without Aggie football here, and I tell you what, I'm getting a little anxious up here already.
The defensive backs at corner, a 6', 185-pound junior from New Orleans, number 21, Sharoy Joseph. A 6', 185-pound redshirt freshman from Jackson, Mississippi, number 31, Lasimba Young. And at safety, a 5'11", 185-pound freshman from New Orleans, number 25, Daquan Charles. And a 5'10", 160-pound sophomore from Dallas, number 30, Diadrele Fights. Back to pass, lets one go, pressure. Makes it not be a good pass, and the first one, quarterback's on his back. You like to see that.
Yeah, right there, number 16, Adam Abitacola. Abitacola, the leading passer for, the leading passer for Arizona Christian, and he completes 58% of his passes. The lefty, he's got an unorthodox delivery.
Handoff up the middle, bounces through, past the 30-yard line, up to about the 33. Because that was causing the pressure was Braden Price. So it'll be 3rd down, long 2 yards. Aggies will bring the pressure, quick throw outside. It's caught along the sideline, stays in bounds. Good enough for the 1st down up to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 there for the Firestorm.
Yeah, it's a good release right there off the block from Sturgis. Cuts back in, cuts outside, and Abitacola fires a bullet right there, gets the 1st down and then some.
First, Coach Gaskamp mentioned that seems like with every team we play, Arizona Christian's got two really good running backs, and they're going to have to stop the run and try to make them one-dimensional. Quarterback keeps it as he pulls it out on that option play, and he's eaten up pretty quickly. Several Aggies in on the tackle. Diamante Pounds. Also Braden Price again. Also the nose tackle, Justin Slaughter as well. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. They'll split trips to the right. Running back out of motion that way as well. They'll throw it to him out in the flat behind those blocking receivers. He fights forward to about the 47, 48-yard line. We'll have to see where they unpile them and where they mark the ball.
Yeah, Aiden Quinn, just a freshman, but leads Arizona Christian in rushing. He's got a couple of touchdowns, a long 65. He averaged about 75 yards a game, and the Aggies are going to try to neutralize that, and so far they're getting in the backfield. I like what I see early.
3rd and 3. Looked like they marked it up to the 49, and it did not look like he got that far, but there was quite a pile up there, so may have squeezed his way through there. Pass behind his receiver, had him open for the 1st down. That's going to be incomplete, so it's going to be 4th down, and it does look like they're going to bring their punting unit onto the field.
Yeah, Abitacola missed him right there, threw it. He was open, but threw it behind him. Either way, Gerald Broussard was right there on his back, ready to break up the play.
We thank them for their continued support for Aggie Athletics.
There's the snap, and gets the kickoff, almost blocked. Back there for the Aggies was Primes. And ball will be down at the 21-yard line. Aggies will take over their first offensive possession with 12:44 to play in the first quarter. Your offensive starters today at quarterback, a 6'2", 185-pound freshman from Wichita Falls, number 3, Martez Verana. He started his first game last week, and the Aggies went over Texas Wesleyan. In the backfield with him will be the 5'10", 210-pound junior from Jackson, Mississippi, number 23, Carlos Ransberg.
Yeah, Ransberg in the backfield for the Aggies, their leading rusher.
Brought back to pass, quick throw outside. It's caught along the sideline, thrown out of bounds.
Oh man, that was a pretty ball right there from Verana. Let it go before he even turned his head, put it right on the money, and Miguel just reaches back and picks that one.
Yeah, the Miguel Hudson, the 6', 165-pound junior from McKinney, Texas, on the catch. He's joined at receiver by Nick West from Sandy, Utah, the senior, and also a freshman from New Orleans, number 16, Emil Cole. Second down, 2 yards to go. West in motion, they'll turn, hand it off in the backfield. That was Danny Valverde Jr., a redshirt freshman from Vernon, Texas, with the carry. Ball up to the 35-yard line. First down, Aggies.
Yeah, good little move right there by Valverde, and I love the way Valverde runs. He goes straight downhill, is not looking to do anything too fancy, gets his yards, and that's the way I like to run the football.
Pistol formation. Quick throw outside, and a little bit behind his receiver, Cooper Savage, who was open to the outside. And it's going to be second down and 10.
Yeah, just a little bit behind him, but a good ball nonetheless.
Tough one to adjust to for a more of a tight end type of receiver, kind of an H-back guy.
Yeah, Savage doing more, does a lot of blocking in on the block when he plays tight end.
Kind of a power pistol formation. They'll hand it off to in the fullback position. As that was Ransberg. He goes nowhere. Looks like he lost a yard on that play, so it'll be third down and 11.
Yeah, like Coach Gass said before the game, big defensive line up front. 4 big bodies. It's going to be hard to run the ball. They're going to have to do a nice balance going in and out, maybe bouncing to the outside, trying to beat them off the corner.
A big play here. Of course, you'd love to get the first down, but you got to make sure you don't turn the ball over, more importantly than anything. Verana drops back to pass, lets one go early. It's going deep. He's got a man out there, got his hands on it. Did he hold on to it? No, could not hold on to it. Reached out with that first mitt. That was West. Just could not bring it in.
Yeah, Verana puts it on the outside. Would have liked a little bit more on the outside, but he just overthrew him. Got a hand on it, like you said, but couldn't corral it in. But I like the aggressiveness early in this game. Verana showing he's not afraid to throw the ball down the field.
So fourth down, 11 yards to go. Punt team will come out. The 5'10", 205-pound freshman, number 91, Eduardo Villarreal, will handle the punting duties. There's a snap. He'll rugby-style kick that. Allows his defenders to get down there. It's fair caught at the 31. One of his own players kind of ran into him there. That's where the Firestorm will have it. First and 10 with 10:59 left to play in the first quarter. Still no score. Firestorm offense back out on the field. They'll turn, hand it off to the tailback, and he's going to be pushed back and slung to the ground there. That's going to bring him down was Diamante Pounds on the tackle. They'll give him forward progress of about 2 yards on the play. Second down, 8 yards to go. Twins to the short side, one split to the wide side, two backs in the backfield. Short pass to the inside receiver. It's caught, breaks the first tackle, but he's dropped down once again by Pounds.
Yeah, the closing speed from Joseph and from Charles. Quick, not let him get anything after the catch. Short pass right there, but they'll take it. 3rd and 5 to go, 3rd and 4.
3rd down, 5 yards to go. Aggies trying to get a 3 and out. Little quick throw outside, and it is caught, and that's going to be enough for the 1st down. Really nice play design, but also very good execution.
Yeah, that's a good play right there from Allen Freeman. The ball was low and behind him, adjusted his body, caught it, and dove out at the same time to get the 1st down.
And good coverage over there by the Aggies, but just sometimes when people execute that well, it's hard to defend. Snap, handoff to the running back. He's going to be chased down from behind. That's going to be Adrian Johnson who chased him down from behind. And he's 2nd down and about 10 and a half. So he lost about a half a yard on that play. Just an absolutely gorgeous day, somewhere around 70 degrees, sun shining. Where else would you want to be? There's the snap, quick throw outside. It's caught, and they're going to take advantage of that cushion as long as they keep giving it.
Yeah, Broussard got there quickly, but again, like you said, they're just chipping away, getting 4 or 5 yards there.
Mass substitutions for the Aggies on defense. That was Broussard over there at corner. So 3rd down and about 5, maybe more like 4 to go out there. At the 49-yard line. Drop back to pass again. He's got one open, right? Just a crossing pattern. He's up to the 40, the 35, still on his feet down the sideline, and steps out of bounds at the 27. Or he might have scored on that one.
Yeah, but Pensacola had a wide open receiver, and it was Kendrick Murphy, the senior from Seattle. Had him wide open on just a crossing pattern, and man, thank God he fell out of bounds right there, stepped out of bounds.
So bunch formation to the wide side. They'll trips it that way. Hand off to the running back, and boy, solid hit there in the hole. He took it well, though.
Yeah, just trying to go bust to the A-gap after a big gain. Get a couple yards, but defense right there, the D-line holding strong.
Caleb Gutierrez stepped in, too, from his DB position to help out with the linebackers. Think Primes and Pounds in there on the tackle. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Drops back to pass, lets one go to the corner, well covered, and he catches it though for the touchdown. And Sharoy Joseph was right on him, but just well played by the receiver who just was a little bit bigger and able to bring it down for the touchdown.
Yeah, Murphy using his hands a little bit, pushing him to the inside. Appensacola delivers a nice ball, just floats it to the outside, able to adjust his body and catch it right at the corner of the end zone.
Arizona Christian lines up for the extra point. Hold is good, kick is up and good. With 7:35 left to play in the 1st quarter, it's Arizona Christian 7, Panhandle State 0.
Chris, I would also like to say a big thank you goes out to the Panhandle State Administration, University President Dr. Tim Fulton, as well as Vice President of Outreach, Dr. Ryan Blatton, our Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Julie Dinger, and the Vice President of Fiscal Affairs, Benny Dane. We thank them for all that they do for us each and every day here at Panhandle State.
Aggies back to receive the kick. It's number 1, Miguel Hudson, and also number 14, Tyson Hudson, nearby Texhoma, Oklahoma.
And for Apeticola, that was his 16th touchdown pass of the year. And he's been doing it all year long.
There's the kickoff. That one's going to be returnable. Caught at about the 9-yard line. Up past the 20, the 30, breaks to the outside. He's up near midfield, past the midfield stripe. Hudson all the way into Firestorm territory to the 45-yard line. So he's given the Aggie offense a great starting position. We have mentioned the other offensive starters. Let's go with the offensive line. At tackle, a 6'1", 260-pound freshman from Brownfield, Texas, number 64, Derek Smith. A 6'2", 270-pound senior from Austin, Texas, number 77, Dominique Thomas. At center, a 6', 330-pound sophomore from Mesquite, Texas, number 60, Romero Martinez. We'll get your others here in a moment. Arana takes a snap, fakes a handoff, looking to throw. He's going to go ahead and run up past the 40. Nears the 30-yard line, breaks a couple tackles, and he's going to be brought down right at the 30-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down.
Yeah, Martez looking downfield, saw nothing. Then a nifty move back to the middle and broke a few tackles.
And it also just really opened up for him. Our guards, a 6'2", 310-pound senior from Canberra, Australia, number 72, Sam Lemon, and a 6'3", 330-pound sophomore from Cedar Hill, Texas, number 79, Zion Bird. Fakes a handoff. Miranda rolls out to his right, finds West. He's up at the 25, bangs forward for a few more yards. So a nice gain up to the 23-yard line.
What a nice play right there from Verana on the bootleg. Solid defender right in his face, didn't panic, took his time, delivered a nice pass right there to Nick West. A great play right there from Verana. Good play call right there from Coach Gass, too.
Pistol formation, back to his left, kind of bunched in with the receivers. He'll drop back to pass. He's got a man open. Barbarino broke to the outside. The pass went as though he was going to keep going where he was headed originally. So it'll be third down.
I don't know if it was a miscommunication. Maybe he thought a busted route or just an overthrown ball. Pressure was getting to him. He just let that one go.
They're going to bring the big tight ends here into the ball game. On a 3rd and 3. Aggie's still struggling. Play clock is under 5, and now down to 2, 1, and they just get it off. Handoff straight up the middle, and he's not going to get anywhere. That was Ransburg on the carry, so it's going to be 4th down. So decision here for Coach Gaskamp.
4th down for the Aggies.
We mentioned all the starters except at the tight end position, a 6'1", 230-pound junior from Turpin, Oklahoma, number 82, Kyler Musgrave.
Mercer and Savage checking in the game, and I like the aggressive call early here from Coach Gass, electing to go for it on 4th down.
So they bring the receivers back in. They'll line them up in that bunch formation. That play was open earlier. Man in motion across the formation. Play clock down to 1. Get it off. Finds Barbarino on a short pattern and does not look like he made it. It's going to be really close. They're probably going to have to bring the chains out on this one. No, they'll say it is not. The ball turned over on downs, back to Arizona Christian, and this drive comes to a halt there at the 21-yard line.
Not a bad play call. Not a bad play call. It's just Savage did not get to the marker. He should have ran just a couple yards more, ran across that 1st down marker. Was a yard short, therefore knocked it down and couldn't get the 1st down.
So 5:20 left, 1st quarter. Arizona Christian already leading 7-0. They've got possession of the ball again. Running back breasts through a couple of tackles. He's kind of a wire Wiry guy, not very tall, hard to bring down if you don't if you tackle high.
No, Aiden Quinn listed at 5'8", 180. He's a freshman out of Brentwood, California.
Nice gain on that play. He's getting 9, and you know, Coach Gass mentioned the running game, the 2 good running backs. They're going to have to try to slow down this running game, and so far they haven't had too much success with that.
And they have Quinn and Brown both listed at 5'8", not very tall, not very big.
He's got the first down up past the 35 to about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, but boy, are they quick. Finding the hole, not messing around, hitting the hole and trying to get as much yards as possible, straight downhill.
We'll move the ball back to the 37. Snap, fakes the handoff, throws inside. Pass incomplete. And that's Diadrelle fights there on the coverage. Gave him a little bump. He's a fiery guy. I think he likes to mix it up with the receivers that he's out there guarding.
Yeah, he's your prototypical get in your head, passionate cornerback, secondary defender, trying to get in the receiver's head, trying to get in the quarterback's head, and he gets fired up, and I love it.
He plays a lot like that bright red hair of his on fire. So handoff to the short side of the field, up past the 40-yard line. Running back slow to get up to his feet. In fact, he's going to stay on the ground. He's out of bounds, so they'll go ahead and play. 3rd down, 5 yards to go. Aggies need a stop here.
Yeah, it's early, but they've got to get something going defensively. They can't let Arizona Christian keep marching down the field.
Side comes from the blitz. They block it well. Plenty of time for the quarterback. Throws late over the middle, and it's knocked away as the Aggie defense does their job. Fight's got his hand on that one as well.
Fight's all over the field right there. Threw in the double coverage, knocks it down out of the air, and great pressure on the inside. As Braden Price tried to get to the inside, almost got to the quarterback. Fourth down.
Kyson Hudson back to receive the punt for the Aggies. Aggies look like they're coming after this one. This one's going to hit at the 25. Takes an Arizona Christian bounce inside the 10-yard line all the way down to the 6. That's where the Aggies will have it. 1st and 10 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first quarter, trailing 7-0.
Big thanks goes out to our chain gang for today. James Hill, also Julian, Tommy, and Bobby Romero, and Dennis Rowe. We thank them for their help again at our game for the Aggies.
Aggies offense back out on the field. They've moved the ball, but have not been able to get anything in that end zone. Struggle in the backfield on the handoff and just had to cover up the ball. So they went from bad field position to even worse, back to the 3-yard line, it looks like. So it'll be 2nd down and 14 yards to go.
Yeah, the goal right here is to chip away. They're not going to go the whole field in one play.
Quick throw outside. It's tipped and incomplete. So we're already to 3rd down, 14 yards to go from their own 3. So now you're even looking at how do we get a few yards just so our punter has his full extension, full room, so you can avoid the kick being blocked in the end zone.
Yeah, you don't want, it's a tough territory right there. You don't want your punter to be backed up, especially with the speed of Arizona Christian.
Brandon takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He'll keep it himself past the 10 and out near the 15-yard line. So at least they did clear it out. Ball came loose, but he was clearly down on the ground. Firestorm come out with it, but he was clearly down on the ground at the 14-yard line. It'll be 4th down And at least the Aggies do have room to punt.
And a great move right there from Verana. Little juke move, go right. Fake right, go left. Got a few yards. 4th and 3 now, 4th and 4.
So the long snapper this week is a freshman, 6'2", 215-pound, number 9, Noah Quintanilla. He'll get it back there to Villarreal. It's the kickoff towards the sideline. It's going to be caught right at the midfield stripe. So Arizona Christian with excellent field position. 2:29 left to play in the first quarter. Arizona Christian leads Panhandle State 7-0. Arizona Christian takes a snap, takes a hit. Oh, he's going to be dropped for a sack. In on the sack, Darian Primes brings him down for a huge loss.
Yeah, Primes showing blitz off the corner, just beats his man. Pure speed, gets the quarterback off the play action.
So second down, 20 yards to go. They'll split 2 out wide to each side. There's a snap, drops back to pass, screen out to the wide side. He's got blockers out there. And great pursuit and coverage there. Broussard, also Primes out there to help make the tackle. That could have been a big play.
Yeah, Primes going all the way across the field, making a play. 3rd and long now.
3rd and 13. This is a big down for the Aggies. The defense needs to get off the field here. Quarterback drops back to pass again. Now he's under pressure. Throws a screen, a delayed screen. Receiver had it, had the room, but couldn't collect his feet underneath him and fell out of bounds just in Aggie territory at the 48.
Yeah, Hayden Quinn lost his footing, had no one in front of him for yards and yards. About 20 yards of open space, had the first down at least with blockers in front of him.
They'll bring their punt team out. Hudson back to receive again. You know, that proves how important that first down play was, because that would have been a first down if they only had 10 yards to go.
Yeah, great defensive stand. A little breakdown at the end, but a little luck never hurt anybody.
Here's the snap and the kick. High end over again kick. Calls for the fair catch. And they're going to throw a flag. That was kick catch interference there. Arizona Christian does recover, but it's going to be Aggie ball, and they're going to get a few more extra yards and get okay field position.
And a flag after the play over here on the 40-yard line looked to be in the direction of Milton Cheek. I don't know if it's on the sideline for OPSU or on Cheek. It looked like an unsportsmanlike conduct.
The Aggies have just had too many of those this year. They've got to learn to keep their emotions under control. You've got to really bottle that up and save it for the plays.
Catch the kick, number 15. 88 kicking team, 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down, Panhandle State.
Well, good news. There was no personal foul on the Aggies. They did keep themselves under control there. And they'll take the kick catch interference penalty. That'll move it up 15 yards. So they're going to have good field position at the 34-yard line. 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Aggies trailing by 7.
Yeah, Verana's looked good in the pocket so far.
And you can see why they've made the move to him. I think it has to do with the accuracy in his passing. He's been very accurate for the most part. Just a little off. When he's off, he's been off by a little bit. Of quick throw outside. It's caught.
There it is.
West down the sideline. He's at the 40. Got one man to beat. Pushes him down to the ground. He's at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Aggies. No, they'll say he's down at the 1-yard line.
Just as we were talking about accuracy, Verana fires a bullet to the outside, gets open space, and Nick West has a track meet down the sideline with 3 defensive backs from Arizona Christian.
Great stiff arm and just the accuracy you talk about. He led the receiver. Receiver was able to catch it in full stride and continue on down the field. And that's what turned a 5-yard gain into a very big gain.
And just a great play, great spot right there from Verana, and a great play by Nick West to get down the sideline and make a couple guys miss.
Pistol formation, handoff, tries to cut it up inside. He's near the goal line. They'll say he's just shy of it. That was Denny Valverde Jr., the red shirt freshman, so it'll be 2nd and goal for the Aggies. And that is the end of the first quarter. They'll walk all the way to the other 1-yard line. It ends Arizona Christian 7, Panhandle State 0. So 2nd and goal for the Aggies. As we begin this second quarter, pistol formation. Hand off to the running back. He finds a gap in there. Touchdown Aggies. Carlos Ransberg. Ransberg with the touchdown run. And the Aggies are on the board.
Yeah, Ransberg just nothing special. Just going straight up the middle for his 4th touchdown of the year. Aggies on the board. Getting something going here.
So Villarreal will kick the extra point. Seth Barbarino, the holder. Quintanilla, the long snapper. Snap good, hold good, kick is up. And it is good with 14:57 left to play in the half. We're all tied up at 7 apiece.
Big thanks goes out to our spirit riders, Erica Chartrand and Riley Shore, and our flag runner. That is Harrison Padilla, also Yesiel Valdez and Gilbert Rivera.
Kickoffs. Man, Javier Medina has the ball set in position. Here's the approach and the kick. This one's going to be caught inside the 5. Towards the middle, up past the 25, the 30. Breaks to the outside, up past the 40-yard line, and dives out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. So, excellent return for Arizona Christian. As we mentioned earlier, Coach Gaskamp mentioned that too, that the coverage teams are going to have to be good because they're very good in their return game, both punt and kickoff.
Yeah, Alan Freeman averaging 21 yards each kick return, and as long as 43 right there, and probably matched it on that one. Alan Freeman, fast, quick, and strong. This Arizona Christian team is big and fast.
Looked like Primes ran out of his shoe trying to cover that kick. So 1st and 10, 44-yard line. Twins to each side.
Purefoy off the edge.
Drops back to pass, gets one off, caught in between defenders. They hit each other. He's into the open inside the 20, going to be caught from behind, but not till he's inside the 10-yard line, as that was Diamante Pounds.
Yeah, Pounds made a
the
great
tackle.
play. Made a great play running him down. A couple of the secondary guys ran into each other.
Adrian Johnson, one of the linebackers, kind of had the inside coverage on that. They ran into each other and negated each other. So twins to each side again, pistol formation. First and goal for the Firestorm. Fakes the handoff, throws outside. It's caught inside the 5-yard line to about the 3. Brought down by William Johnson.
Both with the carry, brings up second.
And also Jalen Thomas in on the tackle.
At the 3-yard
Yeah, that's
line.
Nick Culp. He's 6'3", 196 pounds, a sophomore out of Hawaii, and he is a big body, especially in this red zone. He's a red zone threat.
And
Timeout.
Arizona State Christian has called timeout with 13:50 left in the half. They're threatening, but we're tied up right now at 7 apiece.
And serve our community with quality customer service. Great America is about being respectful of our customers' needs.
Gaining your trust and giving you a quality meal.
We are community-driven.
And passionate about giving back.
We want to earn your business.
And give you an honest and quality product. At Great America, come experience integrity today.
And a big thanks goes out to Great America Ford Lincoln. They are our game day sponsor.
Out of the timeout. Second and goal from the 3-yard line. They'll line up I formation. One split to the wide side.
That Quinn and Brown back there can go either way.
Quarterback under center. And a little trouble on the exchange. They're going to drop him for a loss. Daquan Charles blows that play up.
Yeah, Daquan, the freshman, getting back there, making a play, sending him back, and he is pumped up.
All the way back to the 9-yard line. So the Aggies got a little break that they needed with that messed up exchange. They've got to make a stop here. Trips to the wide side. One receiver to the short side. He'll drop back to pass. Looking to that back corner. He's got his man, and it is a touchdown. 9-yard touchdown pass, and he's thrown a couple of those now.
Yeah, but Tacola just threw an absolute pretty pass right on the money to the corner, nobody around. But for his 17th of the year, he just does it each week.
They'll line up for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 13:09 left to play in the first half, it's Arizona Christian 14, Panhandle State 7. Back deep once again for the Aggies, Miguel Hudson and also Kaizen Hudson. Once again back deep, Miguel Hudson and Kaizen Hudson for the Aggies. Here's the kick. And Miguel catches it inside the 15. up past the 30 and out near the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for the Aggies once again as they'll start at the 39-yard line.
Take over first down.
Yeah, the good thing about Miguel Hudson and Kyson Hudson, for that matter, they do get good field position. They usually find good holes. They're quick. They go straight downhill, and they give the Aggies good starting field position just about every time they can get a hand on the ball.
We'll have another presentation for us at halftime.
Aggies in pistol formation. Hand off to the tailback. He's going to be dropped for a loss. And a flag on the play. That might be a face mask. We'll see what it is.
Personal foul, face mask, number 42, defense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
And it is, and that really saved them from a very bad play. It was going to be about a 5 or 6 yard loss.
Yeah, Sam for Strasburg, Arizona Christian got in the backfield. That 6 foot, 235, big senior from Surprise, Arizona. Just muscled his way back there, but another mental mistake right there as he grabbed him, face masked, and cost his guys some yards.
Instead, the Aggies have it in Firestorm territory. Handoff on first down. As they get the ball to Danny Valverde again. He's going to be stopped for a loss.
A little chirping going down there after the whistle. There are about 5 Firestorm players around Valverde, wrapped him up.
He'll give him forward progress back to the line of scrimmage. So second down, 10 yards to go.
Nicola lining in, right at the slot.
Two back
Looks like
set.
Christian's gonna fake a little.
Looks like they may have drawn the defense off. Arana throws it deep down the sideline. That's going to be pass interference as defensive back just shoved Miguel Hudson out of bounds.
Looks like there are 2 flags on the field.
Smart play right there from Verana. Rolls out to his left, just throws it up, trying to make a play happen on the free play.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Offside, number 75, defense. In the neutral zone at the snap. The penalty is declined. Pass interference, number 17, defense. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
So the Aggies have moved the ball 30 yards on this drive, all of it by penalty. So first and 10 from the Firestorm 31-yard line.
You'll take however you can get it.
Oh, if a guy's going to shove you out of bounds, you're going to have to take it that way because they won't let you catch it out there and count it. Fakes a handoff. Verana throws it to West. He was well covered. That ball would have had to have been absolutely perfect, and I don't even know if it could have got in there as well.
Yeah, an option play right there. Could have given it off to Ransburg, or if he was open down, the safety came up, he would have Nick West open. Just a bad read right there from Verana. Should have just let Valverde take it up the middle.
Second down, 10 yards to go. He'll keep it on the read option. And he's inside the 30-yard line, only to the 29, so 2-yard gain on the play. It's going to be third down, 8 yards to go. And Panhandle State is finding it tough sledding now to move the ball.
Yeah, Verana, remember, he's only a freshman. And right there, 2 not very great reads in a row on the pass, overthrown, and then should have given it off to the running back on the outside.
He'll roll out to the right. Pass out in the flat, incomplete, as he tried to get it to Cooper Savage. And it's going to be fourth down. But they're kind of in that no man's land on the field where you're too long for a kick, a field goal kick, too short for a punt. So despite it being 4th and 8, they'll go for it here. 11:24 left to play in the first half, trailing by 7. And it drops back to pass, lets one go, and boy, that one was off bad. Tried to get the ball to Nick West, but Nick would have had to have been about 10 foot tall today. The ball turned back over to the Firestorm. 11:20 left to play in the first half. Aggies trailing by 7. Firestorm offense comes back in on the field. Aggies trailing by 7. You know, Coach Gaskamp, some of the things he talked about as well, that the Aggies are going to have to make sure of at this point in the game is at this point in the season with injuries, said you just got to be tougher than the other guys. A lot of it comes down to that whoever's going to win, it's the one who's going to fight their butt off to the very end.
Yeah, well, he's not wrong there. And
roll out, got a man open. It's caught at the 45-yard line for a first down, brought down quickly by Charles.
Yeah, Abiticola out to his left, just a lanky lefty. Does, like I said, does not have a strong arm, but man, he puts it on the money every single time when he drops back to pass the ball.
There's a snap, quick throw outside, caught at the midfield stripe, drug out of bounds quickly. So barely into Aggie territory.
Yeah, good job on Broussard to try to get him before he got some extra yards. Almost got his footing, but knocked him out of bounds just before that.
It does look like against Arizona Christian, kind of that Baylor style of offense under Biles, where if you're going to play off, we're just going to throw it out and take the easy 5.
Yeah, they've been
and if
doing
we
that.
busted for a big play, we busted for a big play. If we don't, we'll do that on first and second down, and we'll have a first down.
Yeah, they've been doing it all game long. 5 yards there, 3 yards there.
And rolled out to his right to avoid the pressure. It affected the throw, it looked like.
They got to his left arm. It's a hard throw for a lefty going to his right. Trying to throw it back across his body. It also didn't help that Nick Polk tripped on the play, on the pass, and fell to the ground before the ball came out.
So Aggies able to get off the field, trying to get off the field here on this play. This 3rd and 5 yards to go. Handoff straight up the middle, up near the 40-yard line. They're going to bring him down short of it, though, because that was Primes on the tackle at the 46-yard line. It's going to be 4th down. Looks like they'll leave the offense out on the field, though.
Yeah, great play by Primes. Catch him before he got to the first down marker.
Aggies in big need of a stop here. They'll blitz inside, quick throw outside. They've got him covered, he's not going to get there. Oh yeah, on the stop. Daquan Charles and also William Johnson.
William Johnson with a huge hit before he got to the first down marker. A little extracurricular after the play.
These guys have got to learn to stop that. So William Johnson out there flexing, kind of getting right all up in the guy's grill, as they say, and he's going to cost the Aggies 15 yards when the offense needs that kind of field position. And that is the kind of plays that the Aggies, that's ailed them every game this season, and they've just got to stop it.
Yeah, he makes a great play, and it was a heck of a play, but you got to learn to control your emotions and control yourself and not go into those dumb penalties like that. Because what could have been...
The goal is to win the game, not to show somebody up. Yeah. It's about sportsmanship, and they've got to learn those things. I know they're young men, but at some point it's time to learn it. Verana rolls out to his right. Under pressure, turns back to his left, falls to the ground. Huge loss all the way back to the 10. Flag on the field. Not even sure what that could be.
I think it might be roughing the passer or late hit, maybe, after he was down.
Possibly, I guess, but didn't really look like he did anything.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, hitting a grounded player, number 94, defense. 15-yard penalty from the end of the play, automatic first down.
And it was. And Verana did go to the ground himself. He slipped and fell. It wasn't like he could get up and go, so they're going to call those things. So that saves the Aggies from absolutely terrible field position there. And also gives them an automatic first down again.
Yeah, you've got to, if you're Verana, you got to learn to just take what you can, and if not, throw the ball away.
Referees allow for the substitution.
Timeout, Panhandle State, their first.
And the Aggies will call their first timeout of the game. 8:59 left to play in the first half. It's Arizona Christian 14, Panhandle State 7.
Was electrified for the first time. The co-op was started by local people coming together as a community.
Today, we're still working side by side with our co-op to make decisions locally that best serve our area.
And that will benefit not only this generation, but future generations, making sure that all have the power we need to grow and flourish right here in our hometown.
Back out of the timeout, 1st and 10 for the Aggies at the 26-yard line. And got one of the defenders to move. Referees discussing, making sure which direction that'll go against.
Offside, number 90.
And it is offside, so another free 5 yards from the Firestorm.
Yeah, penalties have really, really hurt Arizona Christian today. The Aggies just have not been able to capitalize on the mistakes that they've made. Hopefully this drive they can make something out of it.
So 1st and 5. Rana looks to the sideline. They'll get the call. He'll drop back to pass. Looking to go deep. He's got West out there. Off his hands. May have been deflected by the cornerback.
You know, that's a good play right there by Kyle Swan, getting in the middle of that throw, but to be honest, I think it went right through his hands and took Nick West's eyes off of the ball. Just couldn't corral it in. If he had that was a touchdown all the way.
He would have walked in on that one. So 2nd down and 5 for the Aggies. Wins to the wide side. They'll hand it off inside. Ransburg breaks a tackle up to the 40-yard line. And it'll be an Aggie first down at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, Carlos says, man, have this dance as he's bouncing around all over the place, getting the first down. What a move, what a play from Carlos Ransburg.
Bunch formation. They'll hand it off to Ransburg again. He takes the hit, spins, and gains a few extra yards up to about the 43-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42.
Second down, 7 yards to go. Nice long 8-minute drive for a touchdown and work right here.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that at all.
Same bunch formation again. They've seen some open receivers out of this set, just haven't been able to execute. Short throw, Hudson catches it, and he's up to the midfield stripe. Looks like he's probably got enough for the first down.
By Hudson.
And it is. They'll move the chains.
Aggies, first down.
Great strike thrown right there from Verana. Hard across the middle. Miguel Hudson makes a nice move, turns to the outside. A little move got them the first down.
And off to Ransburg again, up the middle. Into Firestorm territory to the 48-yard line. Second down, 8 yards to go.
Looks like Coach Gash just wants to keep this clock moving, trying to keep the Arizona Christian offense off the field as long as possible. And in the meantime, Ransburg is just running through, getting a couple yards here, 5 yards there. See if they can continue this trend that they've shown at the first part of this drive.
They'll split out, 2 to the wide side, 1 to the short side, hand it off. That's Valverde again on the tackle, or on the carry. He gains about a yard, that's it. So it's gonna be third down and about 7 yards to go for the Aggies.
Got a yard gain on the play, brings up 3rd and 7 for the Aggies.
Oh, you got one-on-one out here to the wide side with Nick West and Emil Cole.
Giving a signal inside. That must be where they're going. And they do. West
There it
catches
is.
it at the 40, fights his way forward, still on his feet, inside the 35. It's going to be first down, Aggies at the 34-yard line.
Great play right there.
You know, and that's a little bit of that what we talked about, being tougher and fighting your butt off. He had the first down, but he just kept fighting and got another 5 out of it. See, now that was okay. He flexed there on the sideline, but he wasn't over the top of an opponent there. So you can do it there.
Yeah, Verana threw a strike, and I don't blame him. Nick West fighting for extra yards.
Oh, they drew him off. Free play here. Escapes the rush, throw that. And a second flag on the field, though, so that may be a holding. They may offset each other. We'll see.
That's incomplete, flag on play.
Holding
tell.
number 64, offense, 10-yard penalty, it's first down.
It looked like
So there wasn't a call on the offsides. It looked like they clearly got him to jump into the neutral zone. So it's still going to be first down, but it's going to be first down and 20 back at the 44-yard line.
looks like they're going.
Fakes the handoff, rolls out to the wide side, under pressure, avoids the first tackler. He gets up to the 40-yard line, so he'll gain about 4 on the play. And it's going to be second down and 16 yards to go.
Yeah, dangerous play from Verana. Nice move to cut it back up the middle. But you always are weary about your quarterbacks going in, diving to get more yards. But picks up a gain of 5, second and 15. Hopefully they can get something going here on second down.
They'll split 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Quick throw outside to West. Didn't look like he was ready for it as it was a little bit behind him, right on his back shoulder. And that's going to make it 4th down. Excuse me, just 3rd down here at the 40-yard line. Hand off up the middle to the 35. That's one of those plays where it's like, well, we know we're not going to punt here. Let's see what we can get out of this. And maybe we can get a reasonable 4th down play. And it'll be 4th down and 10, maybe even 11 really. So still a difficult play to make, but probably a little more makeable than 4th and 16.
Yeah, Coach Gass is going to send a couple of tight ends out there, called him back, going
like
spread.
Maybe a little more mass protection there and send these guys deep. Rana steps up, finds West. He's at the 15-yard line. 1st down, Aggies.
Yeah, the same play last time that they had on 4th down. And Nick West fighting for some more yards, wide open on blown coverage. Found the
Aggies
opening.
quickly to the line. Jared Thomas, the tight end, checks into the game. They've hit him in these positions a few times as well. Play clock under 10. Aggies better hurry. Play clock is down to 2. And they have to call a timeout to avoid the penalty. So a timeout on the field with 3:16 left in the half. It's Arizona Christian 14, OPSU 7.
I would sign him up last night, actually. Sure as I remember my first pair of shoes that I ever got as a kid, but I sure as I remember the first pair of shoes.
My dad and granddad were cattlemen, and boots is what you wore.
If you will do some business here in Trias, you will right done business here in your
Anchor D Bank. We are here to stay.
Nice day for Middle Rock.
We would also like to wish all of our traveling teams good luck this weekend. Cross country team in Wichita, Kansas, and the equestrian team is in El Reno this weekend.
No, Thursday. Out of the timeout, 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. Aggies again in that pistol bunch formation. Trying to draw the defense. They'll look to the sideline. He'll turn, fakes a handoff, rolls out to his right, throws back to the left. He's got a man open. Savage for the 16-yard touchdown.
Great play call out of the timeout.
That's what they call the shoot play. You fake that handoff, you roll out to one side and then throw back to the other side. Bring your tight end back across the formation, and if you can get the blocking on the front side to be good, they're usually wide open. That's why they call it the shoot play.
Yeah,
That's not the actual name, but close enough. Villarreal lined up for the extra point. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. We're tied up at 14 apiece with 3:09 left to play in the first half. So Javier Medina, he'll mark off his steps for the kickoff. Puts a good boot into that one. It's going to be caught at the 7. And he's going to be dropped at the 20-yard line. Tried to put on the brakes. Diamante Pounds just kind of put a hand on him and says, why don't you have a seat right here? 1st and 10 for the Firestorm at the 21. As it looks like they'll be generous with the forward progress.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. It's a little over 3 minutes left before halftime. We invite you to stick around for our halftime festivities.
Yeah, this defensive possession for the Aggies is really, really key right now. They got to stop them. They don't want to get any points going into halftime.
There's a snap, handoff to the tailback to the right. Good defense. Defense got some penetration there from the linemen and linebackers as well. Purifoy in on the stop, also Primes. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. He'll drop back to pass this time. Wants to go short. Man is covered.
He is.
Tries to step forward, and he's going to be dropped for a loss. That's a sack.
Sequoia Smith cutting down the A gap as he tried to step up. Abensacola had nowhere to go, and down he went.
Matt Hernandez, a freshman out of Lawton, Oklahoma, also in on the tackle. So big down here, 3rd and 10. And the Aggies get the stop here. Firestorm's been able to convert a lot of these kind of plays. Pass over the middle, it's caught. And they'll give him forward progress. I got to tell you, they marked him up where he rolled to. I mean, they didn't mark him down where he first touched down, gave him an extra yard or so. I think that was a terrible spot. Nevertheless, it's 1st and 10 for the Firestorm at the 32. Handoff. And the Aggies shove him back. Niall Holder there. One of the many Aggies in on that tackle. Niall Holder, a freshman out of Moore, Oklahoma. 5'11", 225 pounds. That's going to be a illegal procedure.
False start, number 72, offense, 5-yard penalty, it's 2nd down.
Yeah, they're going to get that one on Mike Warren, the 6'6", 270-pound senior from San Diego. Just jumping just a little bit early.
So 2nd down, 13 yards to go. Drops back to pass. He's under pressure. They've got a screen on. Up to the 35. The 40 breaks loose across midfield. And finally going to be tackled there. Joseph on the tackle, but not until he reached Aggie territory to the 48-yard line. And they get themselves out of trouble. Once again, it's 1st and 10 for the Firestorm. Under a minute left in the half. Quick throw outside, off the receiver's hands. 2nd and 10, 46 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, one of the first balls that we've seen Abensacola not throw it pretty much on the money, throw behind his receiver. And could not handle it.
Twins to each side. Single back set, draw play. He's going to bust through. He's up near the 30-yard line, cuts to the outside, meets a couple Aggies still on his feet as he fights forward to about the 26-yard line. Another 1st down, 36 seconds left. And they've still got a couple of timeouts as well. Clock at 20 seconds now. Quick out pass, too high. 2nd down and 10, 17 seconds left in the half.
Pass intended for a second, brings up 2nd down.
17 seconds left. You got to have a good stand right here from the Panhandle State Aggies.
He'll drop back to pass again. Out in the flat to his receiver, too far out in front. Wouldn't have mattered anyway, as Adrian Johnson was out there on the coverage. If he would have caught that, he would have ate it up anyway. 3rd and 10. 13 seconds left in the half. This is one of those points where it's like, just don't give up a touchdown. Just don't give up a touchdown.
Yeah, they got their safeties back right now. They're in cover 4. They're not going to let anything get past them.
If they allow a long field goal here, so be it. But don't give up a touchdown. Throw over the middle. Intercepted! DeAndre fights with the interception. Ball back over to the Aggies with 7 seconds left in the half. I'm sure the Aggies will probably just take a knee here. That deep inside their own 10-yard line at the 6-yard line. But they kept the Firestorm out of the end zone. That was the most important part of that drive.
Yeah, another rare bad throw right there from Abiticola, and Fights gets his 2nd interception on the season.
Didn't really
good read.
Didn't look like couldn't tell for sure where he was going because it was well covered. Take the snap, take a knee, and we're headed to the halftime. It's all tied up at 14 apiece in this critical Sooner athletic competition. We'll be back with the second half. The Aggies countered they were 8 of 17 for 107 yards. So just 135 yards of offense for the Aggies in that first half compared to 248. If they're going to stay in this one, even though it's tied right now, they're going to have some more offensive production.
Yeah, they're going to have to spread the love around. And, Verona is going to have to take some chances downfield. He has a couple of times, but he's going to have to be a little bit more accurate and rushing the ball. They're going to have to get something going. A little bit more production on the run game and the pass game will help them tremendously.
Well, it is the law office of Hudson and Hudson back to return the kickoff again for the Aggies. The Verana will have his opportunity here early. Oh, onside kick. And it looks like Arizona Christian has recovered it at their own 47-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10 as they surprise the Aggies.
And an onside kick recovered by the Firestorm.
Yeah, coming out of halftime. Not expecting it. Aggies playing 5 yards back, 15 yards back off the ball and kick it 10 yards. They had Adrian Johnson down there and that was it.
Not prepared for that. So the Aggie defense unexpectedly will have to come on the field and they need to get a stop here.
They're going to send the house right away.
Yeah, they do. Running back gets through for maybe a yard or two. Drug down is Adrian Johnson there for the tackle.
About a yard.
Well, moving to the 48, so 2nd down, 9 yards to go. Snap, handoff, straight up the middle, right up to midfield, into Aggie territory to about the 49-yard line. So gains about 3 on the play. On the bottom of that pile, the nose guard, Justin Slaughter, from Compton, California. You talk about a little bit of a culture shock from Goodwell, Oklahoma, from Compton, California. That's 2 different places, in case you didn't know it. Drops back to pass.
There it is.
Got time off his receiver's hands, and the Aggie defense holds. It's going to be 4th down, and they're going to have to bring on the punt team.
Yeah, I love the secondary right there as they were all over the receivers down the field, not letting them get any sort of space. Aventicola couldn't do anything but dump it off and missed his guy. He would have been down right away anyway.
Kyson Hudson back to receive the punt. Now, there really wasn't anywhere to go with it that they were going to get a 1st down. That was for sure. Oh, ran into the kicker. Ball will bound inside the 5-yard line. It's going to be touched dead near the 5. No flag on that one. I guess they'll say he was pushed in.
Yeah, it wasn't.
That was Braden Price trying to get in there on the block.
Yeah, it was after he got rid of it. After he got rid of the kick. On the way down, they said it wasn't intentional. It looked like it wasn't intentional, and it wasn't anything too bad. But 2 great punts already in this game. From their punter down them inside the 5-yard line both times. Gives the Aggies a hard time, a tough time to try to get out of this.
He's averaged right at 42 yards with no returns so far. And then that one too. And already a flag on the field. That's going to be a false start. So the Aggies will move back from the 5 to the 2.5-yard line. Verana in the pistol, man in motion, hand off to the running back, tries to break outside and gets a decent gain on first down. As that would be Valverde on the carry.
Valverde with the carry right there.
And it gets him out of that deep end there a little bit, out to the 8 at least.
About 2 yards. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Down there at the 2-yard line, when you're taking that snap in the end zone, you know, one little error and it's a safety. Snap, handoff again to Valverde. He's going to have to fight to get to the 10-yard line. Well, gains about 2 more, so it's going to be 3rd down.
Yeah, it's a doable 3rd down right now, but the Aggies got to make sure they're sharp and precise on this because they don't want to have any sort of hiccup this close to the goal line.
And more than anything, make sure you do not turn the ball over. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. They'll split 2 to the wide side. Nick West split to the short side. That's where they'd like to go today.
Yeah.
No safety over the top. And quarterback keeper Verana, he's got the first down at the 20, the 30. And he's going to be dragged down at the 35-yard line, but beautiful read option play there by the quarterback, Martez Verana.
Yeah, Martez making a read to go to the short side, makes some room. Good block by Nick West. Almost broke a deep, was dragged down from behind, and a great play, great run from Verana.
Verana has Valverde switch to the other side, fakes the handoff, throws out quickly to Nick West. Ball batted down by one of the linebackers.
2nd and 10 up to 35.
2nd down, 10 yards to
Don't
go.
forget to visit our Aggie store located down by the concession stand. And stop by visit our concession stand as well. But you can find anything you need for Aggie apparel at the OPSU Aggie store here at our stadium.
Try to draw the defense off, look to the sideline.
Yeah,
Get the signal.
A couple hard counts on 2nd down. Not a bad idea. 2nd and 10. Coming off an incompletion.
He'll roll out to his right. Under pressure, lets one go. It's going to be intercepted. Oh, he dropped it. Had it right in his hands. And that is a gift for the Aggies that he dropped that one.
Well, the stereotype that we always bring out, the reason these guys play defense and play in the secondary is because they don't have the best of hands, and that proves true right there as he threw it right to him. Verana overshot everybody. And
he's had a couple of those throws here.
And Roston Reddick could not.
Drops back to pass, plenty of time. Gets the pass off, it's caught. And that's going to be enough for a first down. Miguel Hudson, beautiful route. Fought forward, got the extra yard that he needed up to the 46-yard line. Nice rope of a pass from Verana.
Yeah,
and it's 1st and 10 Aggies.
Verana, the play before, missed everybody, threw it straight to a defender, and then he goes back and fires a bullet. Threads the needle for the first down. What a throw from Martez Verana.
Return, handed off to the tailback, cuts up inside, he's past midfield, in past the 40-yard line, almost down near the 35-yard line. That is Dylan Cullum with his first carry, a 5'11", 205-pound freshman from Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, we got a Cullum carry. We don't see him very often. Doesn't get a lot of usage, but right there, covers up the ball, goes straight downhill. Broke a few tackles in the process.
He looks like one of those one-cut guys. Ball at the 36-yard line. Hansberg, the lead blocker for him as he'll run again. And Cullum Gates about maybe 3 on the play.
Going with the carry right there. Picks
up to the 33-yard line.
Be second and 7 at the 38.
Cullum, 5'11" and a sturdy 205 pounds. Strong back. Liked his first 2 runs that he's had so far.
Second and 7. And a pass, throws it out in the flat. It's caught by Slaughter. That's going to be good for a first down. Ball at the 25-yard line. So Aggies moving the ball well on this first drive of the second half.
Yeah, great pass. Another great pass by Verana. Just gets into the outside on out route. Gets the first down. Aggies moving the ball, moving the chains.
Drop back to pass. Lets one go to the corner. He's got Barbarino out there. Oh, and he drops it. Defender at his back, couldn't hold on to it.
Yeah, Ross Reddick making a good play. His guy dropped the interception a few plays ago and goes up not very tall as Barbarino went up for it.
Barbarino just 160 pounds. He's pretty light and slim built.
Yeah,
he can run pretty fast though, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's pretty quick. He has that his long arms, long build.
Handoff up the middle. Gains a couple of yards on the play. That was Cullum again on the carry. He'll come off as Carlos Ransberg back into the game.
Brings up 3rd and 8 at the 23.
Third down, 8 yards to go. Miranda drops back to pass, and he's under pressure, bounces out of it. He'll just take off and run up to the 25, pushed out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. That's right at the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 4th down. And Javier Medina will come onto the field to try for the field goal attempt. See if the Aggies can get their first lead of the day.
They got 10 seconds right now.
Play clock is marking off. He's got to mark his steps. They're going to have to call a timeout. With 9:21 left to play in the third quarter, we're still tied up at 14 apiece. Javier Medina will line up for the field goal. 39-yard attempt. There's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. No good. Just wide.
No good.
And
The Aggies come away with no points. We're still tied up at 14 apiece with 9:21 left in the third quarter.
yeah, it didn't look like Medina got a good boot on it, just off the side of the toe it looked like.
Looked like he got underneath it a little more than he needed to.
Yeah, we've seen him kick a couple from there. He hits it pretty true just that time. Gets on the side, gets under it, and shanks it out to the right.
Twins to the short side, one split to the wide side of the field, two backs in the backfield with the quarterback. He'll roll out to the wide side. Pass caught near the 30-yard line. Fights forward, still in bounds. They'll see where they mark him out. Looks like at the 42-yard line. So Arizona Christian with one play already in good field position. And they've got it 1st and 10. Ball will be marked back at the 40-yard line. They'll say he stepped out there. Quick throw outside again. And they'll say he stepped out after about 3 yards. So it'll 2nd down and 7 yards to go. And they're going to keep doing that till you come up and play them a little closer.
Yeah, they're gonna have to pound him at the line of scrimmage.
Fakes the handoff, throw out quickly on the screen to the receiver. He's up past the 45 to the 46. So it'll be 3rd down, 4 yards to go.
Yeah, they'll happily do that all day long with Sturgis, Freeman, and Murphy. I mean, it have been that all day long. Short little quick passes, get a few yards every single time. No negative yards, that's how they play.
They'll bunch 3 receivers to the wide side. Quarterback looking that way, under pressure. He's going to be sacked. Big loss back near the 35. That was Braden Price in on that one.
Who else but Pounds to get back there helping them out? The Aggies leader in sacks on the season, and Price and Pounds take him down in great defensive stand by the Aggies.
Eisen Hudson back to receive the punt. He's standing on his own 25-yard line. Aggie defense coming up big when they needed to again. Hits the kickoff. This might be returnable, and he catches it, drops it, covers it up quickly. So Aggies ball at their own 33-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. 7:35 left to play in the third quarter. Aggies offense on the field, 1st and 10. Moved the ball well on their last drive. Unable to come away with points after Medina missed the field goal attempt. Handoff up the middle. Trying to pick his spot. Nothing really opened up too much for Ransburg.
Ransburg with the carry.
He's had tough sledding tonight. Hadn't really been able to find many holes. Only averaged under 2 yards per carry in that first half. And really hadn't seen much more than that in the second as well. He'll look to the sideline for the play. Play clock under 10. He can get it off with 2 seconds left. Hand off to Ransburg. He gains a few there as he's past the 40-yard line.
Yeah, good cut. He saw the A gap wasn't open, shot the B gap, goes straight down the field. It's 5 yards, 7 yards.
Make it 3rd and 3 now. Much more makeable than 3rd and 8.
Yeah, this is going to be big for the confidence of the Aggies. After that missed field goal and missed opportunity last drive, it'll be good to get something going, get at least a 1st down.
Got single coverage out here again. Throws the deep ball. And off his hands. No good.
Incomplete, brings up 4th down.
So it's going to be 4th down. The Aggies will have to punt, as that was Nick West out there. Looked like maybe Hudson might have been the better choice, as he ran a short route. DB was worried about the deep ball, and he was wide open for a 1st down over on the backside for that play.
Yeah, not a terrible pass from Verana, but like you said, Hudson open a little bit down, closer to him, just a few yards out. That's all he needed. One of the big ball.
Villarreal with the punt. That one's going to hit at about the 30 and roll down to the 25, 26-yard line. And that's where Arizona Christian will have it 1st and 10 with 6:03 left to play in the 3rd quarter. We're still tied up at 14 apiece. Arizona Christian, they'll line up, man coming in motion. Fakes the handoff, quarterback keeper, and he's dropped immediately. Jawan Purifoy on that tackle. A senior from Pensacola, Florida.
Yeah, Jawan, the rock of the linebacking crew. Him in pounds on the outside. You cannot get anything past those guys.
I should mention he's from Cantonmont, Florida. He went to Pensacola Christian High School, but just in case mom and dad are listening, we got the town right. All-start penalty against Arizona Christian will move them back 5. So it'll be 2nd down. And a long ways to go. 5.5 minutes left. In the 3rd quarter. Let's go. The pass. Well covered by Fights. Pass incomplete, so it's going to be 3rd and long. 3rd and 18 yards to go.
Yeah, Murphy didn't get a good release, but Fights all over him. Making him work to get a catch and making him work to get at least halfway open.
So trips to the wide side. One single receiver to the short side. Got to watch the draw play here as well, as they'd like to get the ball to running back. Pressure up top, and he's going to be dropped for a sack. Number 42, Darian Primes, with the sack back at the 5-yard line.
And just like I was talking about with Purifoy, Primes, nothing getting past him. The speed of Primes from that outside linebacking position gets to the quarterback in a huge sack, huge play for the Aggies. And their defense has stepped up big time to start this 2nd half.
So Kyson Hudson will line up at the Arizona Christian 40-yard line to receive this punt. He calls for the fair catch back at the 45-yard line. They'll mark him up at the 44, and that's where the Aggies will have it 1st and 10 with 4:05 left in the 3rd quarter. We're still tied up at 14 apiece. Aggie offense at the line. Brandon takes the snap, looks to his left, lets one go to West. West slipped a little bit, or that would have been right on target for him up at the 30-yard line, but instead it's incomplete.
Yeah, you see West letting Browner know it's his fault right there. Just couldn't get his footing on that turnaround.
On their staff, we thank them for the support of our game today.
And Firestorm in cover 1 right now.
Quick throw outside. That one just a little too high to Hudson, so it's going to be 3rd and 10. Kind of trying what Arizona Christian's been doing, but they haven't been successful with it, the quick throws.
Yeah, Aggies have had success getting Verana on the move, either going to the outside.
Verana drops back to pass again, under pressure, trying to escape, gets rid of the ball. That one's going to be incomplete, so a 3 and out for the Aggie offense as they gain no yards on that drive. Man, they're just going to have to punt it back. Hope the defense can play as well as they did on that last series.
A dangerous play right there. Verana being wrapped up by 2 defenders. Barely gets the throw off and thrown into double coverage. Not the greatest play. Lucky that it went to the ground. Didn't get the interception.
Waiting for one more Aggie player to get out on the field. Play clock down to 5. They're going to let it run out. They'll go ahead and let that run out and take the 5-yard delay of game penalty. We'll see if they'll accept it or not. And they do.
It's 4th down.
The ball will be moved back to the 49-yard line. Probably best that they didn't rush that there. Just a 5-yard penalty on the punt where they're located on the field. Shouldn't be too much of a difference. And the snap's over his head. Villarreal turns around, picks it up, gets the kick off at least. That one's going to be caught. Ball problem. And the Aggies fall on it at the 45-yard line of the Firestorm. So out of all of that, the Aggies actually will have it 1st and 10 there at the 45.
I don't understand what I just saw. The snap goes over Villarreal's head, comes back around, gets it off. Just the presence of mind to get it off is amazing.
I'm pretty sure, and I've watched a ton of football in my life, I'm pretty sure that's the first time I've seen one like that.
Off a defender.
Well, just Villarreal, just a great job to get back there and get the punt off first. You're just thinking, well, okay, at least it's better than where they were going to get it. And then they end up with the ball 1st and 10 in Firestorm territory. Verana rolls out to his right. He's going deep. West is out there. No good.
West had it. Good pass right there. Put it only where West could catch it.
Looked like it was maybe a little wide. It might have been tough to come down in bounds on that one. So. So 2nd and 10, and the bench and the defense trying to get that offense fired up over there.
Players getting pumped up down there.
Fans cheered up as well. Handoff up the middle. Still fighting forward past the 40-yard line as that's Ransburg up to the 38-yard line. So a nice gain there on 2nd down. Makes it a more manageable 3rd down.
About 7 on the plate brings
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have it's a Jayshon Brown sighting as he comes to the outside.
Pistol formation, man in motion. Handoff to the tailback. He's going to be wrapped up. Maybe fought his way back to the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be 4th down again.
Looks like Coach Gass is going to like to go for it.
Ransburg comes off, has to immediately go down as he was injured his ankle possibly on that play. 2.5 minutes left in the contest. Aggies need to get to the line of scrimmage as we're nearing the 10-second mark of the play clock. We're under it. Slaughter in motion. Handoff to Valverde. He has to avoid the tackler immediately. He's wrapped up, loses a yard on the play. Ball turned over on downs back to Arizona Christian with 2:12 left to play.
Yeah, that surprises me right there. I know they've had success running the football, but this line 2 times in a row has stopped the run. And they've had more success with a little bitty out passes and right over the middle. Surprising that they didn't go straight for a little slant route or a quick out route to the sideline.
The Aggie defense called upon again. Looks like Purifoy comes in for a blitz on the play, and boy, they shut that play down in the middle. Number 92, Matt Hernandez, the first one there. Several other Aggies also in on the tackle. Tristan Edmond from Panhandle, Texas, also in there on that tackle.
Defense trying to get set right now.
2nd down, 11 yards to go. Drops back to pass, under pressure, gets a pass off through his receiver's hands. The impact on the ground made the ball bounce out. So it's going to be 3rd down.
Abiticola rushed out of the pocket, panicked a little bit. It seemed like it just missed the receiver. Kind of a hard to a duck. Hard pass to catch on that one.
He'll drop back to pass again. Under pressure, gets it off to his back. He's got room to run. He's up to the 45. And near the 1st down marker. We'll see if they give it to him or not. And a late flag.
And a flag on the play.
And also an injured player on the field. We're still not sure where they're marking it on the field. Don't know what the penalty is either. And as you mentioned, the injured player down.
Can't quite make out who the injured Aggie is.
The result of the play is a 1st down. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 2, offense. 15-yard penalty. The offense made the line today, and it'll be 1st and 10 after enforcement.
So Arizona Christian does make the 1st down, but it was a personal foul penalty against them for a late hit. So even though they made it up to the 50, they're basically going to mark it back to where they were before, back at near the 35. And they'll have it 1st and 10 there.
Looks like it was now Holder.
Good to see he's up on his feet, able to walk out on his own. So 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line for the Firestorm. Aggies look like they're set up in a blitz, and they do come, and they're going to get him. Number 20, DeLeon Williams. First one back there.
Be a loss of about 7 on the play.
Also back there on that play, Matt Hernandez joining him back there as well.
Yeah, Williams got back quickly. He saw that the quarterback was in trouble. Got to the outside, brought him down. Great play, great read by DeLeon.
2nd and 17, rolls out to his right, lets a pass go. It's caught at about the 32-yard line.
Pass is caught.
So gain of 4 or 5. So it's going to be 3rd down and 12 yards to go. The ball is marked between the 32 and 33-yard line. Here's a snap. Throws it out, and it's tipped away by one of the Aggies, the only one to get their hands on it.
And the Aggies only brought 4 guys right there, but a ton of pressure. Forced a terrible throw, and almost got picked off in that process.
Juwan Purifoy, one got his hand on that pass to knock it down as well. Kyson Hudson back to receive the punt again. Aggie defense has done just a fantastic job in this second half. Oh, and almost got in there, Jalen Fair. And that one will be caught at the 34-yard line. That's where the Aggies will have it, 1st and 10. And that was the final play of the 3rd quarter. We head to the 4th, still tied up at 14 apiece.
What do you say? Let's get him into it. Come on, gang.
Aggies with possession of the ball as we begin the 4th quarter. 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line.
Yeah, 1 quarter to go. We're going to see what the Aggies are made of now.
Toughness and execution here are going to matter. Verana throw outside. It's caught near the 1st down marker, fighting forward. And he's got the 1st down now, still footing forward. And he's going to get across the midfield stripe.
What was that you said about toughness?
Miguel Hudson says, I want this win. Let's go get it.
A great throw, great pass by Martez Verana. A spiraling bullet. Jumped up, and Miguel Hudson
went up and got that one too.
Great play by Hudson.
1st and 10 right at the midfield stripe.
Yeah, got one-on-one with Nick West.
Hand off to the tailback, Cullum. He'll fight forward for about 3 yards. 2nd and 7.
Picks up about 2 on the carry. 2nd and 8 for the Aggies at 48.
Two backs in the backfield, kind of a power pistol formation. Verana rolls out to his right. He'll dump it off to his running back.
Nice
At
move.
the 45, the 40 avoids another tackler, still on his feet. And they'll push him forward as he's finally brought down at the 37-yard line. That is Danny Valverde Jr. on the carry. And he's on the move again.
Valverde Jr. with the cut back to the inside, and another one. Gets all he can for the 1st down. Great play right there by Danny Valverde Jr.
Dominguez line up on the other side. They'll hand it, fakes the handoff. Throw out in the flat, past the 30-yard line. It's caught. Braylon Chandler on the reception.
Braylon Chandler with the catch.
Another nice gain there.
Picks up 9 on the play.
Yeah, it's his first catch of the day, and a little quick move thrown across his body.
Second down, 1 yard to go.
About second and 1 for the Aggies at the 33-yard line.
Turn, fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right. He's under pressure, has to let it go quickly. Hudson can't get a hold of it, and just thank God it wasn't intercepted.
Yeah, that was a really dangerous play right there from Barana. Saw the guy in his face, panicked just a little bit, just trying to get rid of it.
Third and 1 at the 28 for the Aggies.
I would have liked to see Barana use his legs a little bit on that, try to make something happen. I do like that he threw it away, just not in the triple coverage.
Barana drops back to pass again. Lets one go way too high as he looked at Barbarino, but that pass was way off. It's going to be 4th and 1. Aggies will bring in a couple of tight ends.
Come on, Aggie Nation. Let's hear it. Come on.
Handoff up the middle, first down. Valverde's got it. Still on his feet near the 20-yard line and fighting forward. Still fighting
Keep
forward.
going.
Finally brought down at the 15-yard line. First down, Aggies.
Well, we talked about at the top of the broadcast that they're going to have to be tough. They're going to have to show a lot of fight. And 2 plays from Hudson and this one from Valverde have showed just how tough the Aggies are.
Well, just goes back that be tougher, be the team that wins the game by fighting your butt off. And it looks like they really are on this drive. Just some of those extra effort plays. Barana keeps it, and he's going to be brought down right at the 15-yard line. So maybe a half-yard gain.
Gets a couple yards on the play.
Actually gets a yard and a half on that as they had it marked back at the 16. So second down, 8 yards to go.
14.
The 2 split to the right, 1 to the left. Couple of backs in the backfield with him. Drops the pass. No, quarterback sneak. On the draw, he'll get near the 5-yard line, back down to the 6. Maybe the 7-yard line. Well, it's going to be third. Maybe a yard and a half.
At the 8 for the Aggies.
11 minutes left to play in this one. We'd really like to punch one in here, not have to settle for the field goal.
Yeah, Coleman and Dominguez in the backfield, 2 big backs. Let's see him try to bust it in.
Now hand out to Cullum.
That's Cullum.
He breaks loose. He's into the end zone for the touchdown. Dylan Cullum from 7 yards out, and the Aggies take their first lead of the game.
And Cullum, nothing special right here, just going to the outside, breaking tackles, holding on to the ball. He gets his first touchdown of his collegiate career. And Dylan Cullum and the Aggies powering through. And just a masterful job by the Aggies. What a drive.
Villarreal lines up for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. Aggies lead 21-14 with 10:47 left to play. Javier Medina sets the ball on the tee. He breaks the huddle. He'll spread out, ready for the kickoff. It'll reset the ball. Referee blows it ready for play. Here's the approach. And the kick. That one's going to go through the back of the end zone, touchback. So Arizona Christian, no chance to return that one. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Can the Aggie defense continue their outstanding play that they've had, especially here in the second half?
Really, they haven't done a whole lot of wrong all game long. They've had a couple of big plays that just little slip-ups that that Arizona Christian has been able to get on big drives, but they're big plays. But really, they haven't done anything too bad, too wrong.
Really shut down that running game. And they'll blow that play dead as it looked like the Aggies were offside as Pounds was ready for another sack.
Offside, number 13, defense, unabated to the quarterback. 5-yard penalty, it's 1st down.
So it'll be 1st and 5 now instead for the Firestorm. Quick pass outside. It's caught for a 1st down. Dumped out of bounds quickly
Pass is caught by number 2, Freeman.
by Jalen Thomas. So 1st and 10 up at the 37-yard line. Snap, handoff to the running back. Trying to get outside, able to get up past the 40-yard line. Flag on the play. And that is a holding call, so that play's coming back.
He's catching a break right there.
Now, we say that, but how many yards would he have made if that hold wasn't in place? 1st and 20.
You're right.
Drops back to pass, throws it out in the flat to his running back. And he's going to be pushed out near the 30-yard line by William Johnson. Fights also on the chase as well.
Second and 20 at the 31.
Ball still at the 30, just past the 30-yard line, still 20 yards to go. Actually 17 now. Looking to throw outside, almost picked off there. Aggies read that one. Gerald Broussard took him to the ground, but Caleb Gutierrez was also there, a freshman DB from El Paso, Texas.
Yeah, great play by the secondary, and Broussard all over the receiver. Wouldn't matter if he was able to catch it anyway.
And referee stops play.
Home team administration is not allowed to pipe sound artificially in when the quarterback addresses the center. This is your one and only warning.
So 3rd down, 17 yards to go from the 31-yard line. And drop back to pass. He's got a man open. Caught short of the 1st down, though, and going to be brought down at the 44-yard line. Purifoy, also Charles, and Johnson in on the tackle. And it's going to be 4th down and about 4 yards to go. Make that 5. And they're going to line up in punt formation at least.
Yeah, something that gets overlooked on this defense is the speed of their secondary. And it is tremendous closing in on the ball. And it shows you just a little bit how it is there.
And it is 4 yards to go. There's a snap, and it is punted. And a nice Aggie bounce. Give him the ball at the 27.
Will be down by the Firestorm.
9:06 left to play. Panhandle State leads Arizona Christian 21-14. Quarterback keeper on the read option. Verana up past the 40-yard line and finally brought down at the 43-yard line. First and 10 Aggies. Nice play on the read option.
Yeah, good job by Verana. Recognizing that hole on the right side. Right side is wide open. Holes that just had a defensive lineman to beat, and with the speed of Verana, that is no problem at all.
Aggies, they'll want to move the ball, but of course they're also looking to now milk the clock as we're under 9 minutes to play with a touchdown lead. Can't get too complacent, but if you can run off a little more clock, that doesn't hurt anything either. Handoff this time to Valverde, up past midfield, and barrels forward to about the 41-yard line of the Firestorm. First and 10 Aggies again.
Yeah, Verana running that play last time. It's about the same play. Got James Bagley to go up on that, just handed it off to Valverde, let him do his work.
There's a snap. Handoff again to Valverde, and squeezes his way forward to the 37-yard line. Second down, 7 yards to go. Ransburg will come in for him. He'll get a little rest. Two split to the left. Hudson by himself to the right. Quarterback will keep it on the read option. It's open on the backside. He's at the 20 and pushed out of bounds. It honestly looked like if he would have cut inside, he was gone and nobody was going to touch him. But either way, it's a first and 10 for the Aggies.
Another great play by Verana, getting that read going. He's had a terrific game so far. All day long, he's been running around, putting passes right on the money.
Aggies' run game really has come alive in that second half. As we mentioned earlier, just 29 yards rushing in that first half, less than 2 yards per carry. He'll keep it this time to the wide side. He's going to get shut down on that one. Maybe a loss of a half a yard on that play. So second down and a long 10. Might even say 11.
Second and 11 at the 18 for the Aggies.
Jared Thompson, he's an H-back. He comes in. We've seen him in some of their games where they like to get the ball to him and just some of the short patterns. It's like everybody else clears them out and he's able to then barrel forward with his size.
Yeah, 6'3", 240 pounds.
Back to pass under pressure, ball on the ground, picked up by Arizona Christian and quickly tackled. But the Firestorm get it back, and they'll have it first and 10 at their own 37-yard line with 6:11 left to play. Aggies still leading by a touchdown.
Not the 37-yard line, first and 10 for the Firestorm.
So can the Aggie defense come out big like they have every time so far in this second half? Handoff up the middle, up past the 40 to about the 42. Their running back will have to come off the field. Helmet came off. Of course, anytime that happens, that there's not a penalty on the opposing team that caused that, you have to leave the game for one play. Second down, 5 yards to go. And that run is stuffed by number 48, Benjamin George. Another Florida kid, a junior out of Tampa, Florida, went to Polk State College. Probably about 20 minutes from where I went to college. So got to throw that in there. Third down, 4 yards to go.
Number 2 with some man.
Quick throw outside, off the receiver's hands. There to defend it, number 20, Leon Williams.
Talion all over the receiver, and Sturgis couldn't get any sort of separation. Knocks it away in an outstanding play, big play.
Of course, with 5:22 left to play, the Firestorm keeps their defense on the offense on the field. So Aggies are going to have to play good defense one more play here. See if they can keep them from getting that first down.
They're pressing up right now.
Drops back to pass over the middle, and it's caught at the midfield stripe for the first down. Fights was all over him, and he still caught it.
Yeah, Alan Freeman, I had no idea how he made that play. To be honest, it almost looked like Fights had some pass interference going on, but Freeman just able to snag that out of the air.
That was one of those times you wish Fights weighed a little bit more than 160. Oh! Jawan Purifoy just blew him up on that running back screen.
You want to talk about a big hit, Jawan Purifoy coming in from the linebacker position, unloading everything he's got. What a big hit, what a big-time play from a big-time player.
3-yard loss, second down, 13 yards to go. Quarterback quick throw outside. It's going to be caught, but really for maybe a 4-yard gain. Quickly tackled. That was Broussard on the tackle. So third down, 9 yards to go from the Aggie 49-yard line.
That's what it's all about. Got to force a fourth down.
Of course, it's 4-down territory as we near the 4-minute mark. He'll drop back to pass again. Lets one go deep. He's got a man out there. Well, Carroll knocked away. Broussard with the defensive play.
Gerald Broussard having a great game defensively, and another pass deflection all over. One-on-one, he says, no problem. Knocks it away, and a fourth down coming up.
So fourth down and 9 yards to go. 3:58 left to play. Drops back to pass. Got plenty of time. He'll escape out to his right. Lets one go towards the sideline. No good. Ball turned over on downs. Back to the Aggies with 3:44 left to play. They lead by a touchdown.
Great defensive stand, and the Aggies do it again. All second half, they have blanked the Arizona Christian Firestorm. And great defensive play. And another big stand. See if the offense can knock off some time now.
Now it's get you about 2, maybe 3 first downs. Keep that ball moving. Keep that clock rolling. Pistol formation. They'll overload to the left. That's the way they'll run. But there's big time penetration, and he's dropped back at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, Valverde couldn't get anything going. Tried to bounce it outside, look for a hole, but couldn't find it.
Well, and Arizona Christian, of course, is going to be pushing up. They know they've got to risk. They know that Panhandle State wants to run the clock as it goes under 3.5 minutes now.
If they're gonna send the house, I wouldn't mind a little out route or slanting out across the middle.
Second down, about 16 yards to go. Verana lets that play clock run down. Really snapped it maybe a little too soon. Valverde with the run up the middle, back up to about the 46-yard line. And we've got a timeout on the field. That's the first timeout for Arizona Christian with 3:02 left to play. It's Panhandle State 21, Arizona Christian 14.
Please reset the game clock to 3 minutes, 4 seconds. Thank you.
And a little reminder that Panhandle State football will host their final home game of the season coming up on Saturday, November 3rd against Texas College. That day is also our annual chili cook-off in the tailgate zone, and our senior recognition will take place on the field prior to the 2 p.m. kickoff. Panhandle's PBL Business Club will also be having a cookout for lunch and dives throughout the day's activities.
So out of the timeout, both teams back out on the field. Aggies will split 2 receivers to the wide side, 1 to the short side. Single back set in the pistol formation for Verana. Third down, 13 yards to go. They got him to jump. Verana was going to keep it, but they're going to get a free 5 out of this one, it looks like.
False start, number 3, offense.
And they'll say it's a false start.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't see any
On
sort
the
of
quarter-
movement up front from the offense.
They called it on the quarterback. And they're going to say the hard head bob there trying to draw the team off.
3 minutes and 4 seconds. 3-0.
I honestly have never understood that call. Why a guy bobbing his head makes a guy come across the line, but that's the way it's called. So it's going to be 3rd down and 18 for the Aggies. And the main thing here, force them to use a timeout. Don't turn the ball over and punt this thing away. Maybe
Let your defense work like they've been doing all second half. Really all day long.
hand off to Ransburg. He'll get a couple of yards up to the 43.
Ransburg gets a couple of yards on the carry.
And another timeout by Arizona Christian. That gets them down to 1. With 3 minutes left to play, it's Panhandle State 21, Arizona Christian 14. Aggie punt team out on the field. 3 minutes left to play. They lead by a touchdown. Villarreal back to punt. There's the snap. Gets it off. And that one's going to bound near the 20 where it's picked up. Breaks the first tackle, but several other Aggies there to make the tackle at about the 21. William Johnson, one of the tacklers, as well as Noah Quintanilla.
Yeah, that's a big-time punt right there from Villarreal. Under pressure, gets it off, gets the roll, and puts them back near the 20-yard line, 21-yard line.
That was a good job by Quintanilla to get down there. He is the long snapper on that one. Get through all that fray and take all of them down there. So 2 minutes, 50 seconds left. 78 yards between Arizona Christian and the end zone. Let's see if the Aggies can keep them to something less than that. Oh, big hit on the first play.
Again, Gerald Broussard, you kids want to know how to form tackle. Y'all just look at him right there.
5-yard gain on the play.
5 at the 27.
Under 2.5 now. He has to avoid the sack. Oh, and off the hands of Fights. That could have been the game right there. And you know what? She's just killing him right there. It was a little behind. That would have been actually an amazing catch to get to that one, but that would have ended the game.
Yeah, Braden Price putting all the pressure on the quarterback, hits him a bit, gets loose, rushes the throw, and Fights. Almost with his second pick of the day, his third of the season. Would put the game away with that.
There's a snap. Quarterback keeper. He's not going to get too far as he is wrapped up quickly by Jalen Thomas.
Abbott DeCola trying to do it on his feet. Couldn't quite get there. Did pick up a couple yards, though. Big fourth down. That's what it's all about.
4th down and 3 from the 29-yard line. Under 2 minutes to play. Quarterback looks outside quickly. Diving catch at the 35-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down. They'll move the chains.
And just staying alive. Elias Sturgis with a great catch. Full extension dive, gets the first down. And Abbott DeCola put it right on the money.
He'll drop back to pass again, looking to the short side. Ball knocked away. That's going to be a flag. Yeah, William Johnson had a hold of his jersey, and as he leaned away, he was a good 2 feet from him, his hand. So they're going to call that.
Pass interference, number 7, defense. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
Automatic first down at the 41-yard line. Minute 32 left to play.
Come on, Aggie fans.
Fakes the handoff, quarterback rolls out, throws it out wide. He's up to the 45, steps out of bounds in Aggie territory. Flag on the field, though, a couple of them. We may have a penalty to bring that one back. We'll have to wait and see. It looks like it's in the territory of maybe a block in the back or a hold. And it is a hold against the Firestorm. So that one's going to come back.
Yeah, good quick play right there. Not doing anything too much, but the holding negates it.
That's the Aggie speed there, playing a role in that one. Ball taken all the way back to the 37-yard line. 1:24 left to play. Still first down and about 15 yards to go. Make it 14 yards to go. He'll roll out to his right, throws it out in the flat to his running back. He's got blockers out there up to past the 45. And they'll say he's down at the 47. Clock still rolling. It'll be second down and 4 yards to go. Aggie defense hurries into position. Quick throw outside. Almost knocked down, but caught. They'll move that forward into Aggie territory. First down at the 42-yard line.
Caleb Gutierrez stops the play right there with the tackle. The clock keeps ticking.
Handoff up the middle. And there to make the stop, it's Pounds. After just a short gain.
Stop right there.
Timeout. Arizona Christian.
Arizona Christian calls their third and final timeout with 45 seconds left to play. The Aggies still lead 21-14.
What do you know
enjoy it.
School with a lot of Cuban kids down there, man. They have the bongos out and stuff. It's good.
All right, let's go Aggie fans. Come on, let's make some noise.
So second down, 7 yards to go. Ball on the Aggies 40-yard line. 45 seconds left.
Crowd roaring, defense blown. Let's go.
He drops back to pass. Under pressure, rolls out to his left, right. He's going to be dropped at the line of scrimmage inbounds. And ball
Close.
dropped. It's
Let's
Aggies
go.
ball. The Aggies are going to win. The sack leads to a fumble. And the Aggies are going to win it. And that was our Florida boy right there, Benjamin George, on the play.
Benjamin George chasing down Apiticola, knocks him down, ball comes out, Aggie football, and keeps their student athletic hopes alive.
Juwan Purifoy also in on that play as well. And the Aggies can line up in victory formation. They're going to 4-1 in the Sooner Athletic Conference. And every game matters more and more now as they stay in the hunt, looking to try to win these next two, get to that final game against 13th ranked Langston, and see if they can't play for a conference championship.
What a game. This defense held up all game long. Second half, blanked the Arizona Christian Firestorm, and what an absolute whale of a game. Can't wait for next week.
Ethan, thanks for joining me. Everybody stick around. I'll meet with Coach Gaskamp out on the field after the game.
Your fingertip good.
We would like to thank the Aggie baseball team for helping set up and take down the tailgate zone, and the Aggie women's basketball team for covering tonight's ticket gate and concessions. A special thanks goes out to Goodwill Emergency Crew, Goodwill and Campus Police for providing security, and the Aggie ambassadors for all their help at the gate. Thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, and we wish you safe travels home.
Well, Coach, before the game we talked. You talked about some of the keys of the game, and when it came down to it, you talked about how this point in the season, everybody's got injuries, everybody's got hurt. Pete, you were missing some key players, but you talked about who wants it more.
Yeah.
And in the second half, there were some plays that your team had out here offensively and defensively that definitely proved that they wanted it pretty bad.
We showed a lot of resiliency, a lot of guts today, and we by far didn't play a perfect game, but man, our defense played fantastic in the second half, and you know, really what it came down to is, you know, which team could be more physical. We were able to get some things going in the running game. They had 34 yards of rushing, we had 161. We didn't obviously do it as well as we would have liked throughout the entire game, but we were a more physical team by the time it was all said and done. Our Lions won the line of scrimmage on both sides. Defense played lights out. We did enough in the second half to win the game.
Well, and yeah, you mentioned wasn't always pretty. I think, you know, Verena ran for over 100 yards. I think he passed for just a little over 100. Didn't complete maybe even 50% of his balls, but it was one of those things where you just kind of had to piecemeal together the offense and get it done.
He did. He had a lot of jitters in the first half. You could kind of tell that. We couldn't get him to relax. He missed some throws that he hasn't been missing in practice. But this is, I mean, anytime you're playing a freshman quarterback, it's a learning curve, you know. And man, he gives us a chance with his legs. I know that he can make the plays with his arm. We'll just continue to grow and get better with him, and hopefully, I mean, we go right back on the road next week against a really good Southwest Assemblies of God team that, quite honestly, we've struggled with since I've been here. They have, you know, probably the best quarterback in the league, defending Offensive Player of the Year, and we're going to have to be able to go down there and play a great game. I mean, really from here on out, if we want a chance to win the league, every game is a one and done, and we have to look at it that way, that every game our back's against the wall, kill or be killed, whatever way you want to put it. But our guys responded, played really physical today. I'm really proud of them.
Well, as you said, you know, Aggies now 4-1. You said this was the most important game. Of course, this one's over now, so the next one's the most important.
The next one's way more important, isn't it? No, but yeah, I mean, they got a really good team. Arizona Christian's got a good team. I mean, that team has won the league 2 out of the last 4 years. They have some good players, man, a really good defensive line. It was a good win today. I mean, this is a team that historically has been good, and we did enough today to get there. We talked about being resilient, and that we've had downs, but we've picked ourselves back up from that, and I thought our mental toughness showed a lot today. So
definitely a lot of that today. So like you said, next Saturday they head to Southwest Assemblies of God, go down there, take care of business, and then the final home game the following week, November the 2nd. We want everybody here.
Need a great crowd here. You know, that game, if we're fortunate enough to go down and win next week, we'll be against a really improved Texas College team. Man, we're gonna need the best crowd we've had of the year to cheer these guys on and bring us home. So
like 50 kinds of chili over here before
absolutely.
the game anyway.
It's gonna be a great time. Got a Jackson Tillman coming and playing concert before. I mean, full-fledged concert before the game. I mean, it's gonna be a great environment. We've got to hold up our end and get a win on the road next week.
I'd really like to challenge the people of the Oklahoma Panhandle and this surrounding area to let's fill up these stands to the point to where we got people sitting over here on the visitor side bugging their people.
Absolutely. We appreciate everyone that stayed out here today. We know there was fall break going on. We had a good crowd, man. We expect a great one next week, and we're really excited. We're just thankful to everyone that came out and supported us today.
Well, Coach Gaskamp, thanks again for joining us. We hope you've enjoyed this coverage. Come back again in 2 weeks.
Thanks to all the firemen, the responders, the policemen, EMT, for everyone coming out. It was a great day with those guys too.
Yes,
so.
Glad we honored them. We appreciate everything they do and laying their lives on the line for our safety. So,
absolutely.
Thanks.
Thank you.